My name's Tyler Howell, and I had a Bigfoot sighting out here on the Eglin Air Force Base reservation. It was January of 2021, and was hiking in the woods all day. Had a little time to kill, so I had to pick up my son from the bus. So I pulled up on this power line, because like I said, I had about 30 minutes, and I jumped a couple deer that day, jumped up some turkeys in the woods. So I pulled up here seeing, hey, I might see some wildlife running out here because there's hogs all down here. So I was sitting here for about not even 10 minutes, rolled the windows down, and I see something come walking across the power line. And at first I thought it was somebody. And then after I sit there and watch it for a minute, it gets down on its hands and knees and starts crawling around and, picking things up and whatnot. And just people don't do that. And that's what caught me as odd. And when it jumped back up and started walking, that's when I started filming. And then I got out of my car and walked a little bit closer to the power line, still filming this thing. And just the color of it, it was so dark. I can't think of a good way to explain it. I've seen a lot of people in the woods, especially hunting on public land. And even in camouflage from that far, you can tell that's somebody wearing camouflage. But I mean, this thing was dark. And as it got toward the other side of the power line and got around these pine saplings, it stuck its arms out and started like swaying back and forth, like teeter-tottering, rocking. And I know people don't do that. That's just not normal. So I started filming. I think about it all the time. I still will drive home and stop here and sit here till dark just to see if anything comes walking out. Because I think about it every day. It's like burned in my brain. By the time I got out of my car and got to this cable behind me, this thing was already halfway across the power line. I'm just like, man, that's some pretty good movement. That's a lot of ground to clear in a short amount of time, but it was so smooth and graceful, like it was just floating, you know what I mean? And I don't know, but it was a very short amount of time it crossed that power line. When I first seen it, I thought it was somebody just because of how it was walking, it just looked like somebody. When it was walking, it almost looked like, so how we bend to look down, we just use our neck. This thing looked like it was more bent, with like the topper part of its body was more hunched over looking down at the ground, and that just didn't look normal.